Hello friends, my name is RagePanda1, and I wasted a lot of time tonight. I recorded for almost 3 hours, and most of the footage is completely unusable because I was making plans and they were not working out. So I'm going to tell you what actually happened and give you an update on our channel for today. First things first, we were going to originally ascend our male lionstone, and we realized when we looked into our little altar that we opened our creaky box and all of the cobwebs and spiders flew out and a giant plume of dust hit us in the face, and that just made us realize that it ain't gonna happen. We don't have the materials. We don't have enough energy potions to make the materials. It's a waiting game at this point. And since it's a waiting game, he is not worth us investing in at all. She's already 1 star higher. I like to use her better usually. And I already have another frontliner that's leveled up, which is the male griffin. And the male griffin is a better replacement for the male lionstone than he is for the female lionstone. So I do have legendary versions of her getting pumped out now, and we will be using those to make her both legendary and a 9 star, and that will be huge. She'll be pretty awesome at that point, but we just have to wait to do it. So then we were going to say, all right, now we're using our male griffin. We need to figure out our DPS. We're definitely using our male Aeson, our female lionstone, and we're going to use our female Ignis because she's already upgraded, and I can upgrade her pretty easily. Well, my plan originally was to not use the male Elzadeth because I don't like using the ground target with the knockback from the male griffin. So I was instead going to go upgrade my female Trevane. And once again, we took a little adventure into our gosh darn box. And gosh darn it, we just don't have stuff. Like, all of these 1 stars that you see, I can make a 3 star. And I need 2 of them to get her up even 1 level, and realistically, I want to get her up 2 levels. So the amount of materials that's going to take is just not worth it. We're going to take the small inefficiency of having this guy just getting people knocked out of his ult, and we're going to upgrade him anyway. It's going to be easier. So then we went to upgrade that guy because, of course, it's important to get your guys upgraded. So we went into our little altar and we clicked on our hunters, and we realized we don't have enough materials for that either. Unless we use all of our mythics that we were using for our trait farm, we could bust all of those into a 3 star and we could eventually get them leveled up. We could do that right now. But it would take way too much stuff that we are not comfortable using, so we're just going to wait. We're not going to do it. It's fine. It's fine, but it was disappointing. However, what was not disappointing was that we were able to get our male Aeson upgraded to mythic, as I am sure you saw. And on top of that, he's got 13 little vigor levels there, and you know what that means. That means he has a long lineage. You may even notice he looks a little tiny bit different there. This being the normal male Aeson, you can see he's got a black beard, but our boy has more of a ginger beard, and that is because he got agile on him. The reason he has 13 levels for vigor is because we spent so much time and so many resources marrying this guy off trying to get brutal. I think that fierce and brutal are essential on this guy. If you want to know what I think about the rest of the traits and how you should play him, then you're going to have to stick around for the male Aeson guide video, which will be coming soon. Feel free to subscribe if you don't want to miss that. While we were trying to get that brutal, we ended up getting agile and we ended up getting athletic. Now, I didn't want athletic. I'm already up to 360 with this guy. I would never put it on intentionally at that level, but I'm not going to switch it off until I have a good reason to switch it off. If he starts dying a lot, then I'm going to go ahead and take it off. As it stands right now, he's got 134k strength, which is an incredibly huge amount of strength. You can see that she's got 65k. Of course, she's only a purple, but she has athletic and fierce, still missing brutal on her. If you come over here, we see athletic, fierce, and brutal on this young fellow, and he's only at 78k. Of course, he's 80 levels lower than the other guy, so that is why we're seeing that. I hear you, I hear you. You're saying, but do he powerful though? And you know what? I bet he do. Here comes the crushing. Just half health everybody on the field with the one guy. All right, if you didn't know, you can click on this little graph in the top right, and that's going to bring up your stats. We can see that my male ASN absolutely smoked damage. He crushed pretty much everybody except for their female Ignis, and he still beat her. So, gotta love that. You gotta love that. He's putting up huge, powerful shields. He's doing an insane amount of damage, and he's going to be carrying our team for a little bit. And we're going to be struggling to upgrade some stuff. When we get more gold, then I might consider upgrading my Griffin yet again. It's getting to the point I might have to trade his traits off and get some damage traits because he has Noble and Confident, and it's starting to not be worth it anymore because I've had to use him for so long. Although because he's that high level and has Noble and Confident, we take a look at our pasture district, we can see that he is adding 6,521. What? Ticked over to getting 80k a minute, which is pretty fantastic. So at the end of the day, the first 5 that you see here are going to be the team that we are leveling for now. I don't love that team. It's not a team that I would go out of my way to try to use, but there are good things about it too, and it's just the best that we've got. And when you're a free-to-play account, you got to go with the best thing that you've got. Since that's not the best that we could do, and we really want to be doing better than that, we have some plans now. We were talking about maybe getting our Tidestorm next, because we want to eventually get aggressive and be able to marry that off onto people, because it is a very good trait to have. And for your DPS characters, I'm getting to the level where that's better than athletic in all situations, and I want to do as much damage as I can for the most part, because I'm using a female Lion Stone, and that's the entire point of using a female Lion Stone, is that you're doing big damage, so you may as well be stacking that. That's why I want to get the Tidestorm Companion and get that up to Mythic, but our team is just in shambles right now a little bit. It needs some support. We're going to save up for the Fulgurs. We're going to get Mythic Fulgurs, and we are just going to run our huge male ASN, both of our Lion Stones, and 2 Fulgurs, and we're just going to be Mr. Metacomp, and that's going to be fine. The reason that I want to do that is because it's probably the cheapest team that you can get yourself from Mythic Companions. And all of these characters, when I have them Mythic, I will have gotten them Mythic on my own entirely from getting Companions and getting them to Mythic. But I think it's worth it, and it'll do us pretty well. If there's any hint of a possibility that I can get the Vampire Companion, then I'm going to do that. I think those guys look awesome. They sound like their abilities are great. I just want to use them. I would spend more than it's worth just to be able to use them. If I was a paid account, I would probably be paying money just so that I could get that companion and do whatever I want with them. I think they're that cool. That's just the kind of thing I like. That's who I am. So for server challenges, we did our intimacy challenge before that we just happened to end up in 2nd place, and we maintained in 3rd place with, of course, our little score here being it's a funny number. That's a funny joke number if you're familiar with being in school and using calculators at all. It's a little comedy. And from all the stuff we've done today, our Might Challenge, we are already ranked 7 in, and that is pretty cool. I do think it would be awesome to get the Radiance Eminence to wear one of these days, but that's not going to be today. All the way up to 34 for our Might. We're still at 42 for the campaign. We've done, I think, exactly 1 level. I just leveled my dude up and I haven't progressed yet, but we're going to be doing that tonight. We are level 10 in intimacy, so we dropped a little bit. One person got a little higher than us on that, but that's okay. We'll catch him again. And we're all the way up to 49 here for our districts. So we are just slowly climbing the leaderboards, and when you're playing a free-to-play account, that's what you're going to do. You're going to be consistent. You're going to love the game. You're going to keep coming back. And then you're going to follow through with your plans so that you can eventually take over the leaderboard. Somebody could probably come in with enough money and be past us on the leaderboard in 1 day. But hey, we're not going to worry about them. We're worried about us. Speaking of things not working out so great for us this time, we got 1st place in the Alliance Challenge last time, and we were rank 9. And this one has been the worst. Every single person that I go up against to fight is 20% bigger of a squad than my biggest team, and I just can't fight them. And they're all holding us at the choke points, and it seems that my entire alliance can't fight them because we haven't been able to push through at all. It has been brutal. And every time we make any little bit of progress, it's like 15 minutes later, it's all taken back already. So we ain't going to be winning this one. We're going to be fighting for third, and we're going to keep doing our best to try to get third. So that's that. We're still at $0 spent, and that's the way that I plan on keeping it. I do want to thank you for watching this video. It has been such a struggle getting this one made, and you know what? If you could just do me a favor and like the video, because I put in some perseverance and I got the video out for you. I don't know if you were entertained by my grumblings, but maybe you were. So hopefully I'll be able to sleep this time, and then I'll be able to make a video right the first time instead of wasting 3 hours of my life making a series of unfortunate mistakes. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the update and you like the progress that we're making on our free-to-play account. I have been Rage Panda 1, and I will see you in the next one.